Weirdlings, it's me, Sammie Reads, here to discuss the very end finale of the comic book shows versus the comic book movies debate. You guys gave some really good points, so who's to say who the real winner is? You guys. You guys are gonna tell me who the winner is. But first, some favorite comments. So Kevin points out that it's way easier to sit through a bad movie than a bad TV show because you got episode after episode, but with a bad movie, you know, it's done. 2 hours of your life, it's gone, and it's over with. And while it is definitely true, it is a very grim outlook on what to expect from your comic book TV shows and movies, but it's a very valid point. Aw, buddy. Your name's a mouthful, but you know what? I'm sure TYCWACA is a great acronym. Anyway, they say that the TV shows have a wider variety of characters that we wouldn't normally get to see, and I totally agree with that, except for the fact that Guardians of the Galaxy happened. Like, we're living in a universe where Guardians of the Galaxy is getting a sequel, and I'm sure lots of people never thought we would be in the place we are right now, so who knows? Don't write off those characters you want to see, because they might happen. And many people actually mentioned in the comments how the TV shows have a better opportunity to flesh out all of their characters among several episodes and seasons, while movies kind of have to have a static formula. I mean, there are movies that are able to flesh out characters really, really well, but I can see how that would be really hard to compare to a 10-season show. Eric is throwing some gas on the fire here by claiming that the TV shows have better villains, which is that is quite an opinion. I don't know if I agree with that. They definitely have great millions of villains. That is a whole different video idea on its own, but you also gave some really good points to movies and why you think they are great as well. You pointed out the fact that they have way better fight scenes, which the choreography is better in movies for a number of reasons. Sometimes it's money, most of the times it's money, but also like set and time and all this kind of other stuff. Nick points out that while TV shows are kind of meant to last forever in a way, especially the comic book TV shows like Arrow and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., after a certain point, it can kind of become a monster of the week type thing. I mean, that was my first complaint when I first started watching Smallville, was that the first several seasons just felt like it was like, ooh, who's our monster of the week? But then I love Smallville, and it turned out great. But yeah, I can definitely see where that's where the movies and TV shows differ from each other, especially with comic book content. In the last video, I did mention how there are several movies that are comic book based, but they're really just superhero based. There's not a lot of non-superhero comic book movies, which Joseph pointed out to me. Fair enough. There are plenty of non-superhero comic book related stuff, some that you probably didn't even know about. But I'm aware of all those, but I was kind of thinking more strictly more recent years, but that's a great point. There are a lot of great movies out there. But one of my favorite things that Joseph ends up saying later down in the comments is that the two mediums of the TV shows and the movies, they're really trying to convey two different things, and they're trying to give you two different experiences, which I think is really true. So the winner is TV shows, and that was voted on by you guys, apparently. But who knows? It's all opinion-based. We love them both, right? Can't we all agree, please? Alright, Weirdlings, that is all the time I have for this week's video. I hope to see you this time next week on Wednesday so we can talk about a brand new comic book subject. Whoa! I promise I won't be doing that. I hope you have a really great day, and I hope you remember to like and comment and share this video with all of your nerdy pals so that you can join the Weirdling family. It's a wonderfully weird place.